Hey everyone, my name is Vincent Valdez, and I help people build their ideal self by helping them with faith, fasting, and fitness, just overall health. And in this video, I want to talk about fasting, how to fast exactly, and not so much the benefits of what you're going to get, but just how to go about doing your first fast or beginning a routine of fasting. And before I get into that, I want to talk about removing things from your life first, because a lot of what I incorporate fasting for is going to be helping you with removing a lot of vices or things that you could be attached to that are negatively impacting your life. And when you go about removing things or knowing that they should be removed, but you have this feeling of missing out or thinking that it's going to negatively affect your enjoyment out of life, or you just don't want to remove them. But we all know that they're the very reason why we're not getting ahead, why we're not making any traction towards our goals. But yet, this feeling is so strong, this emotion is so strong that we don't want to let it go. And we think and hold on to this belief that we can still get to our goals and get to this ideal life that we want without removing. And so we go through this cycle of starting and stopping, so many plans and trying to find something that could allow us to get there without the obvious, which is removing the vices, removing the instant gratification that we're attached to. So, first off, start with thinking about that belief. And when you think about something that you have to remove, if it gives you that strong emotion, that's okay. But don't allow that to alter your belief that you need to hang on to it in order to enjoy life. And at first, like for me, whenever I gave up alcohol, it's been over a year. And at first, I didn't think that it was that important. I thought, oh, I'll be fine. I can get to where I want to be without removing alcohol. And the thought of removing it, when I would hear somebody bring it up, would give me an emotion of like I'm going to be leaving something behind that adds pleasure to my life. I don't think I can go without it. And that emotion kept me from removing it. And I was allowing that emotion to hinder my progress, to keep me stuck. But if I didn't change my belief of this is the reason why I'm not getting to my goals, then I would have stayed in the same place. Because as soon as I removed the alcohol and a lot of other instant gratifications that I was attached to, then I started to see progress, rapid progress towards my fitness goals, towards my faith, and just overall health. And then I started getting other people reaching out to me. And so my life just had way more purpose and it was just improving super fast. And within this year, my body has transformed. The people I'm helping, I've also helped them transform their lives as well. And so that's why I believe that removing the things or using fasting as a way to help you remove is very important before we implement any routine, because you're not going to be able to stick to it when you're still attached to something, because there's going to be no value gained, because you're going to get a couple steps ahead and then you're going to self-sabotage, and the vices are going to bring you right back to where you started or even worse, and it's not even worth it at that point. So now let's get into how to fast. Once we've removed these things and made known, like, okay, this is what I need to remove and I'll work on it, or at least have the belief that it needs to be removed in order for you to make progress. How to fast. When you first start out, you want to do at least an 18-hour fast for the first week. And as you begin to fast, try going even further. So the first day, let's say you do 18, then the next day do an hour longer, and just keep going until you reach, your desired routine. So if it's 24 hours, then just do an hour extra each day, or go right into a 24-hour if you feel like you can. And whatever your routine is going to be, then you stop there and you just do that consistently for however long until you reach your goal. If you want to do a longer fast, something that isn't a routine, but say a 36 or 48-hour fast, try that once you've accomplished a 24-hour fast, and then try a 36 or a 48. Those aren't fasts that you want to commit to for a routine, but definitely something worth trying. So that way the 24-hour fast is easy to you. You have experienced something extremely long. So that way when you do a 24-hour fast, you know that it's something that you can stick to daily. When it comes to consuming and what you're eating your window, your eating window. So if you're doing an 18-hour fast or a 20-hour fast, in that eating window, if you, for instance, if you're doing a 6-hour window, at the 18-hour mark, eat one meal, and then at the end of your eating window, let's say at the 6th hour or 5th hour, going into the 6th, you want to eat your second meal. No snacks in between, no sugar drinks. And during the 18-hour fast, you want to make sure you consume electrolytes. There's like liquid IV packets, those salt packets that will have potassium, and they will have sodium. And this will keep you from feeling lightheaded. You'll feel fine. You'll feel like you have energy. And then once you consume your meals, you can eat basically what you want, not necessarily, you know, consuming like desserts or sugar drinks or let's say like just the meal, right? And then as you get the fasting down and staying consistent with that, then you can start looking into, meal prepping or cooking healthier meals. But first, to get the first step down, let's just focus on fasting and getting it down to where you're eating one meal a day. And once you get to that point, then start, tracking your meals and saying like, okay, let's put this in MyFitnessPal. How many calories am I consuming? What are my macros like? And the nice thing is I have courses for both of these, for fasting and for tracking your calories on MyFitnessPal. So you can just reach out to me, or you can even click the link that's in my description, and we can go over a call, and I can even send you those, or you can message me on Instagram, and it's Vincent_Valdez_, and I can send you those courses so that way you can learn how to track your meals and how to fast. It's more in depth on the benefits as well. So once you get the 24-hour fast down, then you can start logging your stuff, start looking at your macros, start making sure that your meals are healthier. But that's going to be the next step. And that will help you continue to lose weight. Because there will become a time, if you only have like 10, 15 pounds to lose, you need to start dialing in your calories and knowing how much you're consuming per meal. Even though you're fasting and eating one meal, you will get stuck and you will need to start tracking and logging your meals. But I like this approach better because if you have, let's say, 30 or more pounds to lose, you don't have to track anything, and it's simple. You don't have to change what you're eating. You just have to change the times that you're eating and how long you're fasting. And then down the road, you can then transition into logging your food, changing what you're consuming. And those can happen one step at a time and not all at once. So if you have any more questions, you can click the link below and book a call with me, or you can go to my Instagram and I'll answer any questions you have there. Thank you.